Third wave feminism or modern day feminism is actually one of, if not the most anti-woman movements ever created. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. The first thing is that modern day feminism promotes women to commit adultery or to just sleep with as many people as they can. And it also does the same thing for men. And so this modern day movement of just sleeping with a bunch of people because it's fun is very destructive, because adultery is one of these sins that is not only just destructive to someone else. In fact, most sins that you commit just hurt someone else, but adultery is described as being destructive to your own body and to someone else. So it's actually one of the really bad sins that you can commit. And then you have adultery and also lust. Jesus says in the book of Matthew on the Sermon on the Mount, he talks about how you have heard that it was said, do not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman with lust has committed adultery with her in his heart. And so we have to watch out whenever the modern day agenda pushes this on us, that it's okay to just sleep with as many people as possible. And I believe that the reason this happens is because people see that as it's not important. Whenever you sleep with someone, it's just meaningless. It's just a source of pleasure and it only happens once, and who really cares? But in reality, it's actually much bigger than that. There's actually something else there than just I feel this emotion towards someone and then we do an act together and that's all there really is to it. There was a design for that, and it was supposed to be enjoyed within a marriage, and it was how we were to repopulate. And it really has very little, if anything at all, to do with just having pleasure. The second thing is that the idea that men are equal to women, or that even some feminists go as far to say that women are better than men. And at some things, absolutely. And in some areas, we are equal. However, they don't actually want us to be equal. In reality, they want us to be the exact same. And the issue is that that's never going to happen. Men and women are never going to be the exact same. Now, equal, we can get really close to. And I'm going to explain to you the difference between being equal and the same. If you take a math equation and you go 5 to the power of 2 equals 25. 5 to the power of 2 is just 5 times 5, which is 25. However, 5 to the power of 2 and 25 are two different looking numbers. They don't look the same, they're not the same, but they're equal. So there's a difference between being the same and being equal. The third and final thing is the destruction of the family, or the traditional family dynamic, where you have the man as the head of the household and you have a submissive wife, and they have a beautiful family like it was about 80 to 100 years ago and beyond. Before that, we had amazing, beautiful families using this dynamic, and all of a sudden we decided that we were going to change that, and now we are reaping the results of that, which is women are less happy, and the happiest women have 3 or more children. Also, the family is destroyed. We have less fathers in the home, so men are growing up without a father figure, and that is going to be detrimental to our society. So if you are watching this and you have a lot of knowledge about one subject, or you have not a lot of knowledge about self-improvement, I recommend you go and start a self-improvement YouTube channel, even if it's not like going to be your biggest source of income, or it's not going to be the thing that you focus on the most. Go make a YouTube channel, upload like one video a week or something. Push out the message of truth, because there's becoming more and more kids without father figures, more and more kids growing up in messed up families in the West, and they're going to look somewhere for someone to look up to, And we need to make sure that that someone is Jesus Christ and not any other person on the world, honestly. So overall, the third wave feminism, which is about like abortion rights and things of that nature, things that aren't what the original feminism was about. The original feminism was, I think, a good thing. Like first and second wave, I don't know much about second wave, but I know first wave feminism was a good thing. Women were trying to achieve equal rights under the law to men. I fully support that. What I don't support is legalized murder. That's what I don't support. And that is what third wave feminism is all about. It's all about destruction and not about building up women or becoming equal to men, because they already achieved that long ago. In fact, in some areas, actually, in a lot of areas, women are doing better than men. For example, most of the suicides are men. The mental health crisis right now is not really about women. Of course, women are having mental health issues. I'm fully aware of that, but it's mostly men. And the reason I believe is because they have a lack of purpose. They're not worshiping God, they're worshiping other things in this world. And they don't really understand that the world is against them. And so these three things, that you put them all together and you get an obviously depressed, suicidal generation. And so this YouTube channel is trying to help those men. So if you want more content that is going to get you closer to God, that is going to be getting you more fulfilled and less like this depressed generation that the world actually wants for you, then you can watch my other videos.